coming in today? Obviously the loss yesterday, but like you mentioned yesterday, good news today.
No, just happy and anxious to find out where we're going, and now we can get back to work and develop a plan and be ready to go on Friday.
Just, I know obviously a lot has happened the last few months and weeks, but just this moment with all the disappointment of the past few seasons, to hear your name up there, I feel like that can't be lost.
No, it feels great. I'm really happy for this group. They took it out of the committee's hands, and that's what we set out to do this fall, was what can we do to make sure that we're still playing in June. And there is a part of me that you're thinking about those last two teams that didn't get the call and felt like that they should have, and we'll be playing for those guys too.
Have you been back to Terre Haute since you left there?
Actually, yes, I stopped and seen some friends at the school and just stopped by on my way to Indiana. We played a midweek game at Bradley, and then just kept going on Thursday, and so I rode with Nick Ungs, and we stopped, and I wanted to visit some friends and see some guys. I stopped at the ballpark and just took a look at what they'd done since I left, and because I was there when a lot of the major renovations took place, and so I stopped by and then headed on down to Bloomington.
To have kind of two different parts of your life connect now, is it going to be weird kind of being back there for a weekend, or just?
For me it will be. Nobody likes to play. Nobody likes to play against their friends and people you care for and people you love, and and I love Terre Haute, and I have so many good friends there, and all the players that I coach there, love those guys, and just it's going to be tough that way. And Brian Smiley's still top assistant and was my assistant. And, was here for 2 weeks, and when Mitch got the job, decided to go back, and been friends with Mitch Hannes for a long time when he was Bob Warren's assistant, and I was at UNI, and knew then how awesome of a head coach Mitch would be. Had a chance to coach Mitch's son at Indiana State, and a lot of the same administration is there. And, for me it's going to be a little weird, but when the lights come on, we're going to go. And we played them the first game of the season, and once the games start, you just compete and play hard, and let the chips fall where they may. But I was personally hoping, maybe not to go, back to Terre Haute because of the reasons that I just said, not because of anything other than that. But that's the hand we were dealt, and we'll go. To the rest of the guys, they're just excited to be in the tournament and ready to go.
Is it good you're not paired against them right away? That you think that kind of helps ease everything?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But at some point, if we're doing well, we're probably going to, because they got a great team.
Yeah.
And have had an amazing year, and justly rewarded with the host, and so.
Your past aside, how do you feel about getting a regional close to home? Maybe some Iowa fans will go. The travel will be pretty decent. What do you feel about being close, I guess?
Well, no, I think that's a positive.
Mm-hmm.
I think, as you guys well know, we're gonna bring a lot of fans, and I hope they have a plan to increase the seating at the ballpark, because I don't know that there will be enough. With our group being able to drive, and I know the support they're going to get, probably could sell every seat for sure in Terre Haute. So that's going to be an interesting one with the seating and how that all is going to go.
I know you guys are going to be confident wherever you guys sit, but how much does this team feel like they can win this weekend?
Say that again?
I said I know you guys are going to be confident wherever you got sent, but how much do you feel like this team can win this weekend?
I would have told you that anywhere we went, but I do think if we play like we can and pound the strike zone like we've done here recently, this team can go a long way. We also know that baseball is a funny game, you got to catch some breaks, and sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But we will be as prepared as we can be, and I think we'll go down there and give it a good run. But I mean, you never know. I mean, you can go down and run into a pitcher that just absolutely deals on you and shuts you down, and you know, you just never know. But I mean, if everything goes kind of has it out how it's gone most of the year, I feel really confident.
How do you feel about this team's experience? And you got the big crowd yesterday, having that tournament experience. You played LSU in front of a big crowd this year. Some of the guys played Texas A&M last year in Texas. Those experiences, how do you feel like those will help them coming into this week?
I think they're definitely going to help, and that was all planned early. Trying to put them in an environment that's going to be similar to a regional, and this is going to be a different feel. I mean, like more of a normal feel, because it'll be more of like a packed crowd at Dwayne Banks, our home field, which I think will bring some comfort as well. But just being in a situation like we were in yesterday is definitely going to help with that, and then if we would happen to advance.
I know college baseball coaches have random connections that maybe don't seem like they would. Do you have any knowledge of the connection with North Carolina? Or?
I really don't in this case. We played them the COVID year, and I think that was Coach Fox's last year. We have not played them since, and haven't played Wright State, I don't believe, since I've been here, and didn't ever play them when I was at Indiana State. So that's a team that has a tremendous tradition of winning and winning championships that, as long as I've done it, really haven't played. So I think the last time I played Wright State, it was my first or second year at UNI. I'm drawing a blank. I should remember, but a legendary coach was at the end of his run and had been there for years and years. Played them down in Florida, but that's the last time we played them.
Kind of a new kind of scouting for you guys. A couple of teams that you haven't played this year, like you said, haven't really even known about that much. What does this week look like in terms of scouting and things like that?
Well, we'll as soon as we're done here, we'll go over and start rolling on our stuff. The analytics crew, our managers, they'll get rolling on all the stuff they can dig up for us. And then for us, we'll also go start planning for the week and how we're going to run the pitching with scrimmage tomorrow, because we'll have to get a scrimmage in tomorrow for the pitchers that didn't throw a lot in the Big Ten tournament. And then I'm guessing we'll probably I don't know if we'll go down Thursday morning or how that will work. More than likely, that's probably how it will go. They'll send us probably a practice time, and we'll adjust from there. We may have to go Wednesday night, but we'll get at least 2 practices here, possibly 3. No, we'll only get 2, but so we'll have a good day on. We'll have a good day on Wednesday, more of a normal practice without the scrimmage situation, and we'll be ready to go. We really need that. When you go to a tournament that long, it takes you out of your routines, and I've seen it happen before where, especially the hitters, because we've got a lot of stuff that we do here that we can't do on the road. You're thrown in a cage, and that's all you got, and you have to hit like that for 6 days, and sometimes it suffers, performance suffers, and we haven't hit on a field. That's not true. We got a couple of days where we went to Omaha, but it was just hitting on the field and not all the stuff that we have here. So we'll get back in our cages and tune things up, get back to work on the stuff that helps our guys, and be ready to go.
Got any restaurant recommendations?
Yeah, a lot. Yes. I'm actually pretty fired up because, believe this or not, the Umi Grill has the best sushi I've ever had in the world, and I'm already craving the Dr. Singh special, and I'm going to have that when I get there, and it is tremendous. But the Stable Steakhouse is really cool and awesome place. A lot of good places to eat in Terre Haute, but those are 2 that you definitely need to check out.
Bringing in